Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray, what is going on with those two in fantasy football? Let's get down to the bottom of that today. Harrison, the first wide receiver selected in that stacked 2024 NFL draft class, and Murray, the Cardinals' veteran quarterback, were a fairly disappointing duo back in the 2024 season. It was Harrison's rookie year, and the duo really struggled to get on the same page. He was never really a consistent part of this offense, and in the beginning of 2025, things were kind of the same. Harrison would have a big game, then kind of a smaller game, not really a sense of consistency, but over the past couple weeks, things have been a little bit different. The duo have combined for 164 receiving yards over their last two games together. Now, who knows if Harrison's production is going to be up and down for the rest of the season? Let's figure that out today. But I will say there are some incredible plays that the duo have put up on tape, and that's why we're going to dive right into the film today to get you that answer. Is this going to be Marvin Harrison Jr.'s breakout season? Let's find out by diving into his film. We're going to start with some of his best plays of the season and then move on to some of the mistakes he's been making. The first category I want to dive into is something I want to call moments of great to elite play from Marvin Harrison Jr. He was that elite prospect out of Ohio State, my wide receiver one in that 2024 draft class. That was, of course, stacked at the wide receiver position. But we're going to go through his best plays of the season so far, and you're going to see some unbelievable highlights. We're going to get to some of the best plays later, but starting off with a really good one, we're going to see Marvin Harrison Jr. He's at the top of the formation right up here, matched up with number 4, the defensive back. He's just going to run a go route down the sideline, and Kyler Murray's just going to throw it up to him, and it's a beautiful throw from Murray. And this is just going to be some elite deep ball tracking from Marvin Harrison Jr. The ball is thrown so tight to the sideline that he almost has to lean back to reel it in, but a great throw and a fantastic catch from Harrison from Murray. And that speed, the athleticism of Harrison, as well as the body control staying in bounds. He was really known for that body control coming out. Is fully on display here. We'll go ahead and watch the play. Harrison at the top again. Some motion there. Motioning back right here. And Harrison, the defensive back's kind of step for step right now. Kyler's already winding up to throw this ball. He has so much faith in his wide receiver one. Throws it, and look, leaning back, great body control, great throw down the sideline. Just a big chunk play. This is Harrison's first target of the season. A fun fact. We're going to watch another angle of this just to show how good of a throw this was from Murray and how great of a catch it was from Harrison. But these are going to be some fun highlights, these first group of plays. Look at that throw. Leaning back, body control, inbounds, great play. Next, we're going to see what would have been Harrison's best play this season so far, if not for his highlight against Tennessee in Week 5. We'll obviously hit that one towards the end of this category. Just setting up the plays so far, you're going to see zones on the right side of this defensive front from Seattle. This guy drops here, zone here, and the safety is playing little zone over the top. We also have this safety over the top here. It's kind of a cover 2 zone look with zone on the side, but then we have man matched up with Michael Wilson on the top and Marvin Harrison in the slot. I believe this is Devon Witherspoon Harrison is going against, so not an easy matchup. Another one of these young great corners Seattle has. And Harrison's going to run a corner route. It's going to be a really, really good route. And just look at the catch he makes. Harrison is able to make these ridiculous contested catches. He has incredible play strength, and he flashed that a couple weeks ago against Seattle in prime time. Overall, this is a very up and down game for Harrison, but this is towards the end of the game. He really rebounded after some tough plays that resulted in turnovers, really. But great to see him rebound, a great route, and a just fantastic all-world catch. Play will start here. Harrison in the slot. Gets on the inside of Witherspoon's shoulders. He's shaking the defensive back from his platform, and he's going to go up and then out, away from this safety play in the zone up top. Breaks out, really rounded edge to that route. Great throw from Murray. Goes over the top and just mosses him, rips it out. What a play. We'll see the replay here. Murray takes the snap. Just what a play from Harrison. Just one of the best catches you'll see of the entire season. Goes up and gets it. Climbs the ladder. Just one more look at this route in full speed. I know I paused it a lot. Gets on the inside. Comes back out. What a catch. Moving on to our next play here. I know it's a bit cut off, but it'll zoom out as the play goes on. This is probably the best catch of the entire season. I'm not gonna play around and say that there might be a better one. I think this is the best catch of the entire season so far. Harrison, I know he's a bit cut off, like I said. He's again at the top of the formation, matched up against this cornerback. We're gonna see two deep safeties playing zones up here. And Kyler Murray, the quarterback, is going to face pressure pretty immediately from the interior of this defensive line pass rush. That's going to force him outside the pocket. When that happens, this safety is going to bail back to go back with Harrison. This safety is going to come up to play the middle of the field. We're going to see whenever that play breaks down. Harrison, around the 30-yard line, is going to run an out and then up. And we're going to see like I said, a ridiculous elite level catch, and B, whenever this route, whenever he gets out of his break, some illegal contact, the flag is thrown, but Harrison fights through it to make this unbelievable catch, and we're going to slow it down, and then I'll show you the full route after. Play starts here. You can see Murray faces immediate pressure from this interior number 90. He's going to get out of the pocket. Safeties are moving. Harrison out. Defensive back thinks he's got him, but watch him just snap this route clear up field. The corner is not prepared for this move. Snaps it upfield. Gets grabbed by the corner. Flag is thrown. Oh my goodness, what a catch through two defenders. That is one of the best plays you will ever see. Celebrating because he deserves it. We're going to see the other angle of this. Murray gets out of the pocket. This is the elite level talent we saw from Marvin Harrison out of college. It is coming through in the pros. What a freaking catch, man. And we're going to show you the full route uninterrupted here. Top of the screen. Out, up, gets grabbed. Doesn't matter because he's going to come down with the football. Marvin Harrison Jr. We're going to go through the next couple plays fairly quickly. Marvin Harrison Jr., known for that body control. It's a big part of his game. He's going to run up with this defensive back in man coverage. Murray's going to give him a beautiful back shoulder ball. He's going to spin around, make the adjustment, get his feet in bounds like he does many times where he sees this type of play. Just going to show it quickly to you. Watch Harrison top of the screen. Murray delivers. Back shoulder fade, adjustment, beautiful. We're going to see a similar type of play. This time, Harrison lined up in the slot. He's going to run a slot fade, release to the outside shoulder of the defensive back in the slot here. Make another back shoulder catch. Great adjustment. Great ball from Kyler, and just another similar but great play. Harrison again in the slot here, number 18. He's going to close the distance, then break to the outside. Good speed. Great ball. Great catch. Beautiful. Pretty much identical play to earlier. Harrison on the bottom this time, man-to-man, is going to run downfield, back shoulder ball from Kyler. Third time, we're going to see it here. Just want to drive home the point. Boom. Body control. 2 feet down. Great catch. Next play here, Harrison in the slot. I believe this is man-to-man coverage. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But we're going to see Harrison run a slant, and he's going to jab out, slam back in. This defensive back is going to get completely turned around. Like, it's bad. It's so bad that as soon as he does, the safety tries to come flying in for the hit on Harrison. But Murray does a nice job delivering this ball behind him to spare his star wide receiver a big hit from this safety coming in. But no, this is the assignment. They're going to rotate this safety back as well if you're interested. But just look at Harrison's get off. Look at his release on this slant and how bad it shakes the corner off his platform. Murray's going to snap here. Look at this. This is nasty. Out. See Harrison faking out. He's going to jab back in. Boom. If you're a defensive back, this is not what you should be looking like on the football field if you are guarding Marvin Harrison Jr. This is the receiver. This is the defensive back. I hope you can see what's wrong with this. Easy. Delivers behind him. Spares him the hit. Great play. We're going to see a pretty similar situation here. Marvin Harrison now on the bottom of your formation against this defensive back, number 27. He's going to fake to the outside, slant back in. This defensive back is going to bite on the outside fake, slip down, not be in coverage, and Harrison's going to get this football here. Really great play. Just shaking that defender off the line of scrimmage in tight man coverage on the slants. What do you want to see? Let's go ahead and start this play here. Watch Harrison bottom, out, corner slips, no chance. 18's got the ball. Big play. Now we're going to dive into a category I list as either misses from Kyler Murray or just miscommunications from this Murray to Harrison duo. We've seen a lot of miscommunication from this duo so far in Harrison's young career, something they want to clean up. We saw a lot of good communication in the last category, but we got to shed some light on the good as well as the bad so far this year. Next, we're going to see a play design I love. We're going to see a cover 2 zone look from the Saints defense, same play as the play before, but a play design I really like from this Cardinals offense. They're going to bring, I believe it's either Michael Wilson or Zay Jones. There's a 4 on the jersey. That's all I know. They're going to bring him across in a motion. He's going to spread out this defensive back. He's going to run this route up here off the motion. They got to respect it. This defensive back widens out to cover him. That's going to bring more space for Harrison to run this post, challenging this safety who drops back into the zone. Got a zone here as well. This safety's going to drop back into a deep zone. Harrison's going to win over the middle of the field on this post. He's going to get open for potentially a really big play here. You're going to see, especially on the replay. And Murray just misses. I think it looks like the angle's a bit tough, but it looks like Murray misses high. You can destroy me in the comments if you think the throw is a different way. But it looks like Murray misses high. But let's go ahead and watch the play, break it down a little bit. We're going to see it is Michael Wilson coming across formation on a motion. Again, they're going to see that defensive back spread out, giving Harrison a little bit more space off the line of scrimmage, a bit more space to work with on this route. In great post, you see the safety bit. Harrison jabbed outside, came inside. The safety bit a little bit, giving him more space this way over this open part of the field. Murray's going to make the throw, and it's just too high. It looks like a little bit behind him. You can be the judge on the second angle. But just a really disappointing play. Maybe it's communication. Maybe just a bad throw from Murray. But here it is. Over the middle of the field, you're going to see Harrison just streaking across and just overthrows him. A little behind. This next play here, I apologize, it's already in motion. Didn't capture the very start of it. Just a really quick thing here. Harrison's going to be streaking down the sideline, but it looks like Kyler thinks he's just going to stop here on a curl and wait for the ball. Clear miscommunication here. An example of just they need to get on the same page for this fantasy connection to be more profitable for owners. Murray whips it there. Harrison is not there to receive the football. Similar play here, but a little bit different. Harrison on the top of the formation here. He's going to make some contact with the defender, curl back to the outside. The defender comes back inside. He's playing a zone right here, it looks like. But Murray thinks that Harrison's running a deep route up the field. He's going to throw it there. Harrison's not going to be there. Another miscommunication from this duo. See Harrison, he's going to curl back to the outside. Nobody home. Might have just been a throwaway from Murray. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but that's just what it looked like to me. Next play here, really simple. Going to be some really soft coverage on the outside. Harrison's going to motion across and just run a little out route here, and Murray's just going to miss him high, plain and simple. Bad throw from Murray. Maybe not on the same page in terms of timing, but got to be better here. Love to see this completed. Harrison settles on the bottom of the formation there. Ball snaps. Pretty soft coverage. Plenty of space down here at the bottom for Harrison to work and for Murray to throw this ball. Gets it out just too high. Getting into these plays that really just aren't good plays from Harrison when he gets that chance. It's been a bit inconsistent so far. It's expected of a young wide receiver, but also, he had that pedigree of a blue chip prospect. We're going to see 4 deep zones here. Obviously not trying to scale. J.C. Horn in a deep zone here, and then these 3 backers in zones as well. 3 zones, 4 zones deep. Harrison's going to run a comeback. Find the hole right here, kind of the hole shot in the zone. Murray's going to rip it to him. Harrison wins. Good route, and just goes right through his hands. Harrison on the top of the formation, just coming out of motion there, number 18. You're going to see they've dropped back into these deep zones, and there's going to be that perfect little spot for Harrison to work to right where my mouse is, circling. Comes back out of the route, really good route, and just drops it. Tough rep. Next, we're going to see a busted play from this 49ers defense. We're going to see, I believe it's Michael Wilson, one of these 2 receivers motion to the inside. He's going to run a deep post. This receiver is going to run just deep downfield. Harrison's going to work his way across in a crosser, and there's going to be absolutely no one on him. So why, you ask, is this in the category of bad plays from Harrison? This is one he's going to want back. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a tough play to watch. But just take a look how open. Here's Harrison down here on the bottom. How open he is, and just a painful drop. I know I spoiled it. It's a drop. You're going to want to see this, though, or not, if you like good football. Motion inside from Michael Wilson. There it is. Comes across, and you can see just, zero coverage. He's going to work his way right into this wide open green grass zone, and just drops it. Just a concentration drop. You hate to see that from the young receiver. It seems like these errors may be more mental than anything that he's making as far as the drops go, because I was right out in front of him. Would have been a big play, maybe even a touchdown, but just an unfortunate play there. Next play here, this was preceding the Mossing touchdown in the Seahawks game. These were the drops that led up to it. or the bad plays, excuse me. Harrison's going to run a slant, and I could explain the coverage to you, but it really doesn't matter because he's just going to make a game-destroying play. Well, not game-destroying. The Cardinals almost came back after this, but he's going to bobble it and just give it right to the defense. I'll show you the other angle, too. It is a rough play from Harrison, just another one of these concentration drops. But you see Harrison at the bottom of the formation. Kyler snaps it. Good get off, slant route. He's got space. Kyler hits him and gives it right to the defense. Returned by the linebacker, Ernest Jones. Tough scene. Other angle here, you're going to see Harrison come across on the right side. And this just sucks to watch. Bobbles, gives it right to him. Really tough play. Next play here, Harrison, he's cut off, but he's at the top of the formation right up here. Another, interception causing play in the same game. Of course, there's a happy ending here. Well, not really a happy ending, but he ends up catching that amazing touchdown later, even though the Cardinals are going to lose the game. He's going to run just in, up, and then into a kind of an in-breaking route over the middle of the field. There's going to be one deep safety over the top who we're going to identify when the play starts. Wins, but just stops his route. Really inexplicably stops his route. And Murray's going to throw to where he thinks Harrison's going to be right over here. And it's just going to, as a result of Harrison stopping his route early, it's going to just rocket straight into the arms of the safety, waiting in the middle of the field. You can question the throw from Murray. I kind of did. But if Harrison should be there, Harrison should be there. That's the bottom line. And that's what Murray thinks. That's what, really everyone thinks. Watch Harrison work in. And it looks like he's about to break in. Here's the deep safety. Looks like everyone else mostly is in man coverage. And right here, Harrison is going to stop right here. You think he can work into this open space. It looks wide open because he's got leverage. The defender's on his outside shoulder. He's breaking in. He's got perfect leverage. It's tight coverage, but Harrison just doesn't keep going on the route. It's going to go right into the arms of the safety. Rockets in. Boom. Really tough play. Crazy play, actually. The safety ends up fumbling because he hits his own defender. Cardinals recover, so, it happens. Overall, my verdict on Marvin Harrison Jr. for the rest of the fantasy football season is one of positivity. We've seen him over the past few weeks, especially against the Seahawks and the Titans, make some ridiculous game-changing plays. Yes, he's had those back-breaking mistakes, but he's responded with some unbelievable moments. He's flashing that incredible talent we saw at Ohio State, and it looks like the route running, the body control, and the contested catchability has fully translated to the NFL level. More time with Murray in this offense is only going to make the connection better. I can easily see Harrison going for over 1,000 yards this season. My prediction, which could definitely backfire, is that Harrison's production is going to steady out. I think he's going to be more consistent. We have to remember he's still a very young receiver, just into the first part of the second year of his career. I think some people gave up on this kid way too early, and I think we need to give him another chance. He's shown how good he can be over the past couple of weeks, and I'm so excited to see where the rest of the 2025 NFL season takes him. Overall, I hope you guys really enjoyed this film breakdown. Comment down below if you want to see more of these. I know I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for fantasy football advice all season long. Don't forget to check out our channel. That's all I got for now. I'm Joe, and this is Fantasy Trading Room.